Let's talk about some penny stocks. What's good on my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my top penny stocks to buy right now. The stock market has no idea what direction it wants to go. One day everything's great, everything's green, we're up 2, 3, 4, 5% in the market. The next day, everything's red, it looks like we're crashing and we're about to head into correction mode. Well, while the stock market's figuring out which way it wants to go, let's break down some penny stocks that are about to explode. These penny stocks are setting up for the next move higher. They are all considered A+ setups in my book. Let's break them down. But before we get started, if you want 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, check out the link in the description for Webull. That's the broker I use every single day. They're offering you guys 2 free stocks. Also, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Everybody destroy the like button, because remember, the like button is not our friend, and the NCAA tournament bracket challenge is still open for the next couple of days. I think it starts tomorrow. Winner gets $1,000 free to enter, touchdown trade style. There'll be a link in the description for that. We're doing it through Yahoo. Why not try to win? It's $1,000 free. All right, so let's break down these penny stocks. Let's get it. Penny stock numero uno is gonna be ticker ZOM. This is Zomedica. Zomedica has been hyped over the last couple of months, putting in a huge move. It went to the moon. Early investors made bank on the Zomedica stock. It was a pre-anticipatory run-up to its Truforma release. Truforma is something used by veterinarians where they can test animals for diseases. It's making the process of testing these animals much easier, and there was a lot of hype around this Truforma release. Now, this was kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news effect, as when Zomedica released the Truforma a couple weeks early, the stock kind of sold off. Now, I think this is a good buy at these levels. We have tons of support that we can risk off of and buy in front of. We can see on the daily chart that we have a lot of support around the $1.80 area. We broke through that area twice, and then we immediately came back above it. We sucked up back above it and have held above that level. So that $1.80 can be your risk, and we can look for the next move up, break through those recent highs, and go to the moon. Sure, this may be a meme stock. Sure, it may be a little bit overvalued, but if this thing breaks out, it can really put in a huge move, and the risk to reward ratio is there. We're risking a few cents, maybe 50, 75 cents to make a couple dollars, and those are the type of trades I like to put on. Yeah, maybe I don't want to hold this for 2 years. I don't. But I do want to trade it because it's an A+ setup, and I think the risk to reward ratio is outrageously good in our favor. Stock number 2, ticker symbol CHEK. This is Chek Cap. Chek Cap just got FDA approval. Huge news. They came out with this breakthrough tech. It's this little pill-sized testing device that can look for colorectal cancer. No more Dr. Fat Fingers. Before, Dr. Fat Fingers would have to fish around and look for the colorectal cancer. Nobody wants to go through that. It is a terrifying process. Even though I've never gone through it, I still have nightmares about having to get something like that done. So now this new device, you swallow it, it goes through your colon and looks for that cancer. Much easier process, both for the doctor and the patient. This is breakthrough technology and can literally save lives. Now, this stock has also made a big move, but we're getting the opportunity to look at this at a big time discount. It made a huge move after the FDA approval was announced. We bought this in the private Discord chat this morning. I alerted it out. If you want to come get my buy and sell alerts in real time, that will be the first link in the description to Patreon. Those lower tier, the lower priced levels to the private Discord chat are filling up fast. All right, so this Chek Cap, it's pulling back extremely hard, but we're finding that support area, and we have a nice area to risk off of. The $2 area has tons and tons of support. That's going to be my stop. That's going to be my risk. I'm going to look for this thing to break back out and retest those recent highs. If we look at a faster time frame chart, a 5-minute chart, we can see that we were in a steady downtrend. That purple line is a steady downtrend, but we have broken back above it, which is a really good sign in showing us that the momentum has changed from a downtrend to an uptrend, and the trend is your friend. Don't fight the trend. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Wait for the trend to change and then jump on board. All aboard. Chugga chugga choo choo. This Chek Cap breakthrough technology, this is one that I don't mind holding long term because I think the technology is that good, and I think the FDA approval is kind of going under the radar. You had day traders jump on it day one, and then it's sold off, and this is a buying opportunity in my opinion. Penny stock number 3, baby. TRCH. This is an oil and gas company. And I know what you're thinking to yourself, Kevin, how can you be buying an oil and gas company? You're always talking about investing in solar, clean energy, EV, renewables. Why are you buying oil and gas? Number one reason is because the chart, the setup for this TRCH is absolutely sensual. This chart setup is like a pair of big boobies and a nice butt. Not a fake butt. Nobody likes a fake butt. I like real butts. I like real boobies. And this TRCH chart is both. It's real, it's a good setup, and let's take a look at it. We've pulled back to a very, very valid level of support. That $2 area of support, that's our risk. That's the area that I'm gonna be buying in front of, and I'm gonna look for that move back higher and those recent highs to act as a magnet and pull this stock higher back towards those recent highs. Once volume comes in, this thing could really take off. Also, we've had this company paying off debt left and right. That's very important. We see a lot of these penny stocks issuing more debt, diluting the stock, but this company is paying off their debt. That is massive. I think oil and gas, sure, it's a slowly dying industry, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Texas was a prime example of why it's not. Okay, we're going to be using oil and gas for the next couple of decades. Sure, I want exposure. I want to be invested in solar, wind, EV, fuel cells. That's the future. There's no secret. That's the future. There's no secret that oil and gas is a dying industry. But this TRCH does have another leg higher. In my opinion, it's a really good swing trade. They're paying off debt, and the chart setup is sensual. It's like a love song when I look at this TRCH chart. We got a bonus stock to talk about. Ticker symbol FUV Arcimoto. Now, this is not a penny stock, but it is a smaller cap EV stock that I want to break down for you guys and talk about why I see potential in this thing from both a swing trade perspective and a longer term perspective. This thing has made a stupid move. It went to the moon. Okay, I was in Key West a couple weeks ago on vacation, and these things were everywhere. These Arcimoto little EV vehicles were literally, they're very popular down in Florida. Now, these are not going to be a vehicle that everybody's driving around with. It's not for a family. It's for urban environments. But I do think there is a place for vehicles like this in bigger cities, bigger metropolitan areas. Sure, you can't base an investment just off the thought that one city or one town is buying up a bunch of these vehicles, but the business model is working in Key West, Florida. I think it can work in other big cities, and I like the vehicle. We have tons of support down around $14.50. I'm going to be looking at using this as an area to risk off of, buy in front of, and look for this thing to base out, find support, and head back higher, break over $20 per share, and head up towards $25 per share. I don't even mind this as a longer term investment. Sure, it's a little bit overpriced from a long-term standpoint right now, but I like the product, and if I get the opportunity to look at this thing maybe down around $10 per share, I would be very, very interested in taking a longer term position in it. But for right now, it's only a swing trade for me in this FUV. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. If you got something of value from the video, do me a big favor and hit that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to enter your bracket in the $1,000 tournament challenge. And if you want to come trade with me, check out Patreon, first link in the description. I love all of you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.